I'm here with Dan Farr, co-founder of Salt Lake Comic Con, but today we're going to talk about Salt Lake Gaming Con.
Yes.
Last year, you guys came in pretty close to the event, and what prompted you to buy in that close to an event first, and why at all? Why come into the Gaming Con?
The timing was good. We felt that we could actually contribute a little bit. And last year we kind of came in and didn't have a lot we could do in that short period of time, but it did give us a full year to ramp into it and actually have more impact.
Right.
And we liked what Jake was doing, but really what the common denominator is, it's fandom. You know, people that become fans of whatever it may be, you know, whether it's comic books or computer games, there's still that same type of energy. And for us, being able to leverage that energy into making, making an event that people love and have a good time, and that's really what's the draw.
So today, this weekend, what's your favorite? Where do you find yourself returning to as you walk the floor?
I usually, one thing is at Comic-Con and at Gaming-Con, I get involved with the talent that comes in.
Right.
So I've spent a lot of time with the talent, but really I like watching people's expressions as you walk around. I like finding out how the vendors are doing. I want to make sure that this is going well. I talked to one vendor yesterday that mentioned that yesterday was better for them than all 3 days were last year at the same show. So having that improvement, it's a good thing. And I haven't done a full survey to find that all the vendors, if they're all doing well, but hopefully that's the case, because this is a business. If the vendors do well, they tell their friends, and the show will grow, and there'll be more offerings next year.
I spoke to Brian yesterday. I asked him how this event is going to affect the gaming presence at Comic-Con. How do you feel about that?
Well, we've always had a gaming arm at Comic-Con and at FanX, and we expect we'll see about the same. We don't want to necessarily have it. We want to keep the show different.
Right.
And so we'd like to have an element of gaming at our events at Comic-Con or FanX, but we don't want it to become too overwhelming, because if it does, then it feels like it's going back to the Gaming Con, and we want it to differentiate, and that's what we're trying to do. We're really still even working on differentiating FanX from Comic-Con even further. Last year we had 2 days instead of 3. We've changed it up a little bit, and we still have some more plans to change it further.
Well, just for the record, I'd like to say I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing in Gaming Con this year.
Thank you.
We've got Comic-Con coming up. The guest list is already really nice. I know some people are still waiting for more. I keep telling them to just wait.
Yes.
It's coming. And I'll be surprised if anyone can complain by the time it's all said and done. And you touched on it. FanX 18. Will it happen? Won't it happen? Would you like it to happen? Odds if it's not 100% yet?
Yeah, it's planned to happen, but it may not be in the same form it was even last year. We may change it a little further. We're looking at some adjustments that may adjust the format of the way that it happens. I'm not holding out on any information. I'm just saying that we've got a lot of ideas that are kind of flowing around a little bit. We're trying to hit it down, but we'll stay focused on fan experience. There's going to be celebrities there. It's going to be an event that has a lot of the same draw that's been drawing people into Comic-Con.
Right.
But it may take a little bit. It may morph a little bit to a different type.
Any aspects of those changes? Maybe get a test run during Comic-Con, or is it going to be independent? Are there any things that you can integrate to try out?
Well,
just to see.
I'll say this, where we're leaning, I think we had a great test run when we had Mark Hamill and William Shatner in the arena. That's something we're leaning toward.
That did go over. I think that worked really well. That's excellent. So yeah, I know the limitations of the venue can be frustrating, not just for the fans who sometimes complain loudly, but I know it's got to be frustrating for you, because it does kind of limit what you are able to do. That being said, officially the news went out, outdoor retailers are gone. I know you've been talking to the state legislature and city folks about trying to fill the void. I think we can do it. Are there any preliminary talks, discussions, hopes of expanding the Salt Palace?
Well, if there is need for more space at the Salt Palace, the state does own those pavilions that they can bring in.
Right.
It's not a small cost for them to do
No.
that. So they want to make sure that if they do it, it's definitely well warranted. We're not at that point yet where that's necessary, because I still think there's more that we can do within the space that we have, just reorganize that, and then maybe even look at using some of the hotels close by. One of the things you have to be careful is if we spread out the event too soon, then it actually can make the event seem like it's not full. And so we got to kind of manage to the attendance, and at some point, knowing that we do have that overhead possibility that we could expand across the street, that's a good thing.
Right.
But it's not something we're not. I don't anticipate that we're there this year, and it may be a couple years before we're at that point.
Okay. Well, I'm fairly certain at some point we'll get there if we keep going the way we're going. And you and Brian are doing a great job. So I just want to say thank you and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.